Welcome to Vahrenberg Implement, and here we are with an exciting new product that just arrived. It's the new Massey Ferguson 1842S Premium Small Square Baler. This is the big brother to the 1840 that everybody's been looking for. What's new? Well, there's a lot, and we're going to go over with you and show you the differences of what Massey Ferguson has been able to do to bring a premium baler to the small square market for those that need a super heavy duty, high capacity machine, additional feeding capacity, output, and extra density in their bales. This is what many can coin the commercial duty version of the small square baler. 14 by 18 inch by 24 all the way out to 52-inch long bales it'll make. One of the things you're going to notice when you quickly come up to it is how easy it is to maintain. We got latches now to make it easy to get into the flywheel, not only on the left hand side but also on the right hand side. We've made maintenance easy to get in here, to adjust the chains, to lubricate the machine, to replace flywheel, shear bolts, jump around on this side here real quick. You've got maintenance access here. The hood pops up as we've had. See, the hood popped up. Easy access to the knotters. But what we want to talk about is what's under the paint and behind the logos that makes this machine so much better. We're going to start off at the front. Probably one of the biggest things, and a lot of people don't realize, it has a mid support on the PTO shaft. But what that allows us to do, have a smaller PTO up in front that's going to connect to the tractor. You don't have a big, heavy, long PTO, so it's going to make it a lot easier to connect to the tractor. Adjustable hitch to match your tractor. The more level you can run a machine, the more it makes it easier to operate the machine and produce consistent bales time and time again. First, we're going to start off with our pickup. One of the things you're going to know, this is a very familiar design if you've kept up with HESSTON by Massey Ferguson square balers. This pickup looks a lot like the 1844. If it does, because it's a real close kin. What we've learned from the 1844, we brought in here. Got another easy access door. Get in there into the chains. But one of the things you're going to notice is when we go to the other side on our hydraulic pickup, which is standard equipment, there's no option for, got another easy access door here to get into that chain. What you're going to see is how big that lifting cylinder is, because this picks up the whole header compared to more of just the outside edges of it. One of the other things you're going to notice is that slip clutch there. Where we used to have a radial pin slip clutch on the pickup on the 1840, we now have a slip clutch that is a 44% increase in capacity compared to that radial pin clutch. We'll move up to the front here. We've got the welded wind guard design here. We've got a 77-inch pickup with a 145 RPM speed at 540 RPMs that you run, which is 37% more than the 1840 that was 106 RPM. The big open throat of the pickup of the chamber here is one of the things that's going to help you increase capacity, reduce plugs. This opening is 29-inch opening versus on the 1840 we had a 15.75% opening. Compare that in square inches. It's 350 square inches of capacity of opening versus 243, which is 44% larger, to help you bale faster, increase your capacity, and get across the field. One of the things that you probably already noticed, what's really new, is our Y stuffer forks. We've got one set up here and we've got another set down there getting ready to take the plunge. This dual feeding fork design allows 20% more capacity. We're taking smaller bites and putting it in back in the pre-charge chamber. And that's where we're headed to next. Pre-charge chamber back here. We do have, if you plug, there's a door here still, but if you look from this area here, it's going to take that hay, natural flow up, no hard 90-degree bends to lose your leaves on your specialty crops like alfalfa, clovers, those leafy crops, but it brings it up into the bale change. Another great feature of the preforming change is the increase in capacity. It is now 8,658 cubic inches versus the 1840 at 4,894 cubic inches for 76% increase in capacity. So coming off the pickup, the stuffers bring it into this preforming chamber here and pre-pack the flakes so that every flake is identical size, weight, so your bales are identical size and weight, every flake of it. You buy HESSTON hay, you're going to get a consistent bale flake size, which is what your customers want, or you may want for your square baler, because you measure the weight of one flake, it's consistent through all of that. It also does not produce banana bales, which makes it easier to hook up to accumulators. The accumulator manufacturers, you want to make their product run better, you put a Massey Ferguson HESSTON in-line baler in front of it, because it's consistent shape, density, and size of every flake, every bale. This one features the optional wagon hitch and standard bale chute here. Flotation tires. But we're going to slip back to the front and we're going to talk about a couple things. One thing is the flywheel size. If you look at that flywheel, it's grown. It's gone from a 22-inch flywheel to a 26.5-inch, which is 21% larger, and it's gone from 227 pounds now to 275 pounds for 22% more capacity or size. Got your slip clutch right there. One of the things is our shear bolt. We only require 2 sizes of shear bolt on this machine compared to we had 3 on the previous one. We've got a new heavier gearbox, as you can see right here, the front of it, and it's going to go back into there. It's hard to see. This is the gearbox that was used on the 1842 16 by 18 inch baler. It's now brought over to the 1842S. You pack all this on a heavy duty chassis. You can see the axle there. Heavy duty built chassis. This chassis came from the 1842 also. It's not nothing new. This is time proven, reliable, heavy duty, high capacity baler. Is the plunger. We'll slip the camera down in here. See if we can get it in there. Now you see the plunger back in here, and there's quite a bit of things that have happened to the plunger. It's still 100 strokes per minute, but we've increased the weight from 110 pounds to 153 pounds, or 39% more. The stroke of the plunger has gone from 21.6 to 23 inches for a 6-inch longer increase, which increases the torque and lowers the horsepower requirements. And you can see the plunger back in there. We've got that world famous green twine from Vahrenberg implement already pre-rigged. This one is already pre-sold and getting ready to go to the field. On the plunger and drive system, you'll have a 75-pound counterweight that helps smooth out the load, requires less horsepower, which saves you in fuel economy too. So there's fuel savings. Horsepower, it doesn't eat the horsepower like some balers do, so it's going to help you retain more of that bottom line. The 1842S features a new Optiform bale chamber. It grows 5 inches in length from now 82.68 inches on the 42S versus the 1840 that was 78.75 inches. The longer you can keep the bale in here, the more uniform, consistent, and better density control. We've got the toolless adjustable bale length here and here that you can change your bale length. Got the star wheel. This one has the knotter lube. They are including the knotter lube as standard equipment on the baler. So all you have to do is pump here, and it lubricates all your knotter points. Got check valves up there. This is a raspy style knotter which has been a proven highly reliable. It's nickel plated components, so you don't have to paint this where you would have paint issues. It's ready to go right to the field when it's delivered to you. You don't have to worry about paint break-in and all that stuff. Raspy knotters have been around for a long time, and it's what's featured on the new 1842S. The plunger bearings, features 8 bearings on our plunger down there. They are 51% wider and 25% larger bearings. You'll also notice that the comes standard with our electronic knotter fan. This fan will run for 15 minutes and then automatically reverse itself and blow it out, and reverse itself to clean itself off. So you don't have to get out, do maintenance in the field, you just keep on baling. That's what the HESSTON balers have been able to do. Hydraulic density control is a standard equipment feature now. You see the hydraulic density control, that provides better consistent bales and all the time. One thing that has changed is the position of the pump and motor. Reservoir and motor, you got your gauge right here. It's easy to access your motor, and it's driven off of chain drive right here. Looking at a 20% increase, higher density than the 1840 baler. So your flakes are going to be more dense for better bales, better bale shape. It's hard to beat an 1840, but the 1842 takes it to the next level for the premium bale customer that's demanding more. One of the things, a great feature of this baler is this longer tongue mid support. When you're looking from your tractor up here, you got better visibility than the 1840. As a closer coupled, you'll see this longer tongue back to the frame. But what it does is allows you to see that pickup better. I'm trying to raise the camera. I've got it about 7 foot up. For those larger high horsepower tractors that are you may be wanting to run on a baler. Speaking of horsepower, this baler only requires a minimum of 50 horsepower, but it is recommended to run an 80 horsepower machine on it, tractor on it. We've actually added a bale moisture sensor, the 2-pad bale moisture sensor from AGCO parts. You can see right here is the pad. There's one there and one right there. Hooks into a monitor that runs in the cab that shows you your bale moisture. This one is actually pre-sold. We're going to give them a call here in a little bit and tell them it's ready to go, but we wanted to get a video done for you. But Simply Bale is new. Brings some big square baler features and monitoring items to it. Flake counter, those are available through AGCO parts. Bale moisture sensors are available. Those are things that you can customize your baler with. We'll just kind of look at a few other things. Here's your needles here. Big heavy duty beefy frame. Look back up in there, you can see the stuffers getting ready to move up in that bale chamber. 10 ball capacity, got 5 on each side. The knotter fan from outside. That big robust pickup. Ain't she a beauty? Ain't she a baling machine? Lots of changes that are helping for that high capacity operator. So if you're looking for the best in capacity, the best in reliability, performance, bale shape, size, density, you got to get you a Massey Ferguson 1842S. Get your name on one for 2025. The 2024s are very limited in production. This comes out of the International Manufacturing Center, Jeaning Center, that has been producing hay equipment for over 10 years for AGCO. It's 100% owned by AGCO. They build our balers, our new square balers, 1840, 1842. One thing that we've noticed as a dealer, reliability, the pre-delivery inspections, we see a lot less issues in pre-delivery. Got the easy open handle, makes it easy to get in here to check everything out. But we're seeing a lot less setup issues straight from the factory. That's one of the things we pride ourselves here at Vahrenberg Implement, making sure the baler goes out right. We have a very good square baler mechanic that's very particular, and he goes through these things to make sure they're set up, ready to go. Machines that are coming out of the International Baling Center are higher level of quality than we've seen before in these machines. So AGCO puts the quality in, they check it before it comes out, and we double check it here at Vahrenberg Implement. If you're looking for a high quality baler, the Massey Ferguson 1842S is the machine for you. Or an 1840. If you don't need all these features, we've got the 1840 that has been a super reliable baler. It's still in production. So stop, if you're in West Central Missouri, come visit us at Vahrenberg Implement here in West Central Missouri, and come see the newest baler or an 1840. We got them both in stock. Just visit us here on 13 Highway. This is Business 13. That's Missouri 13 at the first stoplight, just 4 miles north of Interstate 70, just a short 49 miles from the Missouri-Kansas line. We've got lots of tractors, we got hay tools, and we even got big tractors down there. Got some more coming, implements, tools. We're your hay headquarters in West Central Missouri. We've been doing this for just a few years, since 1952. But we're here to help you learn about the equipment so you get the most out of your hard-earned dollars. And the new 1842 Massey Ferguson premium square balers. The S is going to be like our premium S series tractors, is now available in an 1842 for you to get more, do more, and bring more value, increase your capacity, increase your quality of your forages so you can get more out of your hay dollars, because you're building the best bale possible with the Massey Ferguson. Come visit us, check out the 1800 square balers from Massey Ferguson, and put one to work on your farm today.